Hi, good evening everyone. Welcome to Call of Cthulhu. I figured we'd do a spooky game for October. I don't actually know if this is a spooky game, but I am reasonably certain it is. I have not played this game, I have not seen really anything about this game, so going in pretty blind here. Let's get started. New game, empty slot. Chapter 1, Pierce Investigation Agency, Boston. Edward Pierce, veteran of the First World War, drowns his memories in liquor and sleeping pills. He is now a private detective who has trouble finding a case able to lift him from his torpor. Pierce must find a new case quickly or risk losing his license. Alright. Good Cthulhu protagonist right there. Drunk detective. Okay, this does not look like a detective's office to me, but I'm not a detective. So we'll chalk that one up to professional differences. Bunch of dead, gutted fish. A lot of dead fish, in fact. Find something to break that chain with, I guess. Or can I... It gave me the crouch instruction, which... Oh, there's a pathway right here. That looks chained up. That's very chained up. Counter darkness. You must light up some items in order to interact with them. Okay. Need to pick up a lantern. Great. So, what object do I need to light up to interact with it? Probably one of the doors, if I had to guess. Although, the doors that I passed were... Okay, the vibration setting on my controller is turned on, apparently, and that's just resting on my desk, so let's fix that real quick. Game... Nope. Control? How do I... Oh, there we go. I'll just turn vibration off. I'm not actually using the... No. Apply space. There we go. I'm not actually using the controller. It's just like resting on my desk. But that was probably quite loud in the microphone. Now, what do I need to light up here? Oh. I can hold the lantern up. Interesting. This doesn't seem to do anything. That's still firmly chained. Well. Only one way to go, really. Into the water doesn't seem wise, though. There's a big fish down there. I guess I can just kind of walk around with the lantern and see if anything happens. I can't get on the boat. I actually can't go in the water. It's not even an option. Okay, so there must be... Just interact with this. Yeah, just make sure that's actually impassable. Okay. Nada. Nothing. Oh. Bolt cutters. That would do it. Okay. Snip, snip. Some weird looking bolt cutters.
In my wake, pulled along. Fate inescapably draws you on.
I guess I can just snip this. Nope, can't snip that one. Okay. Is that moving, or is that just a trick of the light? Just a trick of the light.
What a putrid offering. Don't fight. You have been chosen.
To run, hold down shift. Why? What am I running to or from?
Behold. Everything has already been written. But perhaps you will attempt to change your destiny.
I hate whiskey.
This looks much more like a detective's office to me. Consult diary with Jay. Pierce Investigation Agency, my private detective agency contracted to the Wentworth Detective Agency. After the Great War, I decided to set up in Boston, where there is no lack of work for guys like me. One small-time case follows the other. Adultery, settled scores, disappearances that are not actually disappearances. The old office couch is less comfortable than a real bed, and I should probably get rid of these empty bottles, but this place is mine for the moment. Okay, good to know. Anything? Ooh.
I wonder why I still take these things.
Where do I know this voice actor from? Sleeping pills. Doctor prescribed them when I returned from the war. They swore that they would put an end to the nightmares, but for a while now their effect has been wearing off. Okay, good to know.
Married woman runs off with her girlfriend. The husband couldn't understand it.
Oh, case closed. I don't want to go out just yet, because I want to look around and find stuff.
A good old story of blackmail in a speakeasy.
The barman who hired me didn't like the way I closed this case, but when you're already outside the law, there's not a lot one can do against a private detective who's got proof against you. Fair enough. Books. Oh, they don't have titles.
Natural sciences, linguistics, archaeology.
Turn the radio off if we're heading out. Anything else? Oh.
Been a while since I jotted down something other than my nightmares.
Doctor can well repeat to me that I no longer need my remedy to keep my memories at bay, but I know that if I stop, the memories will return. One of these mornings, I probably won't wake up. Despite the treatment, I again hear voices in my dreams, but they are different, unknown. They seem to surface from unfathomable and ancient depths. What nameless creature is calling me?
I'm listening.
Are you Edward Pierce, private investigator contracted by the Wentworth Detective Agency?
That's correct.
Hello, Mr. Pierce. I'm Lucy Sherifield, in charge of investigators over at Wentworth. I'm calling because of a problem with your file. A fire has destroyed some of our documents.
Is that right?
I'm so very sorry, but I have to collect your personal information yet again.
Oh. Allocate character points. Spot hidden represents ability to find hidden objects. Improving this skill increases your chance of finding hidden objects. Undiscovered object will not appear in game. That seems valuable. Eloquence represents your ability to influence those you talk to by your power of speech. Improving skill increases your chance of convincing or manipulating during discussions. Strength causes... improving this skill increases your chance of forcing doors or mechanisms or of using violence during interactive discussions. Medicine represents your medical knowledge. Improving this skill increases your chance of determining the dosage of a drug, or making a diagnosis, or of expressing your understanding of a medical problem. Occultism represents your knowledge of the occult sciences. Improving the skill increases your chance of determining the use and origin of occult artifacts and of expressing your knowledge of the myth. Psychology represents your knowledge of human behavior. Improving this skill increases your chances of understanding the motivations of a person based on his or her behavior or on the analysis of objects. And investigation represents your investigative talents. Improving this skill increases your chance of understanding past events. Alright, what can we? Because we have 8 CP available. This only costs 2, so that might be worth it. This costs 4, and probably valuable. I don't think it's worth taking anything for 6 CP just yet, and I'm assuming we're going to get more points later. So we might... I think I'm going to take Spot Hidden, and... Oh wait, that only... Oh, I have to put 2 into it to get the next level, okay. I see how it works, alright. And then get medicine up to amateur, and then we've still got 4 left. I feel like occultism is going to be important. Although maybe not early on. I think we'll be fine without occultism for the time being. Psychology or eloquence is the question. Increase your chance of understanding motivation of a person based on his or her behavior or analysis of an object. Increase your chance of convincing or manipulating. Let's go psychology. There we go. Just bump that up to max. Really want to validate? Sure. I don't have any idea what I'm doing.
Our files will soon be up to date. And on a related matter, may I raise a sensitive question?
What's wrong?
As you know, we wish to closely monitor the progress of our contractors. And it would seem you've been accepting fewer new cases.
Work is scarce.
Mr. Pierce, you know as well as I do, there's never been more investigative work than now.
But are those cases worth it?
They're worth not losing your license. Show yourself worthy of the Wentworth Detective Agency, and we might keep you on the payroll. Mr. Pierce, are you still...
I'm coming.
Sir, I came here on the advice of a person whom I hold in high esteem, and I must say that I expected anything but a drunkard's lair.
You're free to leave anytime, sir.
Do you know to whom you speak?
Stephen Webster, industrialist and art collector. All of Boston knows you.
Tell me, Mr. Pierce, are you capable of handling a new case, or are you simply a deadbeat inebriate?
If you come to me, it means you're desperate.
Nobody believes me. They take me for an old fool. Sarah, my little girl, she is dead. Even you must know of her. She was Sarah Hawkins.
The painter? Yes. Everyone knows her work.
The police accuse her of killing her family. They all died in a fire. Sarah, her husband, and Simon, my grandson.
I can't do anything for a woman who is already dead.
Find out the truth. They say she was mad, but I know that's a lie. She would never have done such a thing.
But if you have no proof...
I've brought all that I have. Look. I want you to look carefully at this painting. Tell me all the assumptions that come to mind.
What am I supposed to find?
Tell me if this is the work of madness. Or if, on the contrary, you manage to detect some logic, a rationality to follow so that I may understand it.
Is that all you want from me?
Yes, please.
All right. I'll look at your picture. That's all you've got? The painting?
I placed a file on your desk. It contains everything I have on the affair.
Okay, good to know. Can I... Oops. I don't actually seem to be able to click to the other... WNS doesn't seem to do anything. Okay. Oh, that's just telling me what I'm doing, right? Okay.
A warehouse on Darkwater. Some sketches of the Hawkins family. Rather thin.
Shipping label. Some of it is unreadable, but I can make out part of the address. Warehouse 36, Darkwater. The police report, it says that the fire started in the dining room and claimed the whole family. The police decided on a domestic accident, but they nevertheless insist on Sarah Hawkins' mental frailty. Why? A press cutting, an article written about the marriage of Sarah and Charles Hawkins, a businessman from the island of Darkwater. They live a reclusive life there with their only son, Simon. Surely that should be lived. Alright. Let's take a look at the painting now. Oop.
Its strange beauty isn't enough to hide the feeling of dread it carries.
So, Mr. Pierce, what do you make of these elements?
You're asking the wrong guy. I read about her mental fragility in the police report. Something's not right with the story. Yes.
Her husband was a big deal on the island. But the police are sticking to the accident theory. Though they mentioned Sarah's mental state was fragile. I believe you are right, sir. This case is not as simple as it appears.
I am aware of that. I believe there is more to this case than just an accident.
Yeah, let's ask about this mental fragility and what that actually means.
You must tell me if what the police suggest about the mental state of your daughter is true.
No. Sarah had visions. Everyone knew that. She never would have hurt a fly. She only thought she saw things.
Saw things? What do you mean by that?
I never knew what she meant by that. My daughter was an enigmatic figure, Mr. Pierce. You must find out the truth about her life and death.
Where did she live? We knew where she lived, right? It was on Darkwater Island. I guess we should ask anyways. It might give us some more information.
Darkwater? Never heard of the place. Where is that?
It's a small, remote island off the coast of Boston. Sarah lived there with her son and her husband.
I suppose you want to ship me off there.
Darkwater holds the secret regarding my daughter, Mr. Pierce. You must uncover it.
Find out about Warehouse 36.
The sender's label mentions Warehouse 36.
That's right. It came with Sarah's last painting.
And you think your daughter could have been the sender?
That is what you must find out. Go to Darkwater. Find Warehouse 36.
Okay, I'm not gonna tell him he's asking the wrong guy, because, like, we're a detective. I think that's all we need from him.
I think I'm beginning to understand.
I'm willing to do anything for my daughter to recover her honor.
Quiet down. I'm on your side. Let's sum things up. An artist dies with her family in a house fire. Your only clue is a sort of promontory painting sent from Darkwater right before her death.
Correct. And the rumors about her supposed folly.
Which you don't totally deny.
Find that warehouse. Find out the truth regarding Sarah Hawkins' death. You'll be handsomely compensated.
All right. I'll take the case. I'll go to Darkwater and look into the death of your daughter.
Thank you, Mr. Pierce. I didn't expect any less coming from a man in your situation.
Something's queer. But it's not like I have a choice. Darkwater. I think I've got a book on the North Atlantic. I'll no doubt find some information on this island in there.
Wow, a bunch of things in which... Alright, let's take a look at our diary. Why does it... Oh, sanity. Edward Pierce is a veteran of the First World War. He took part in the Meuse-Argonne offensive. He's one of the few survivors of the Lost Battalion. American units had suffered heavy losses from enemy and Allied artillery fire. Forced to hold their position for several days, surrounded by the bodies of their fallen comrades without food or medical supplies. Something just fell over. Soldiers were considered as lost by their fellow countrymen. Pierce is traumatized by these events. He consumes sleeping pills and liquor to ward off the nightmares that haunt him. Okay, that's good to know. What else we got? Darkwater, inhabitants. Stephen Webster, age 63, occupation businessman. A wealthy businessman well respected in the Boston area. Stephen Webster came to see me in order that I investigate the death of his only daughter, Sarah Hawkins. The man accepts neither refusals nor inconvenient truths. He's ready to do anything to prove that his daughter was not mad. Charles Hawkins, age 41, occupation ship owner. Charles Hawkins was a local celebrity on Darkwater, the heir of a ship owner family. He used to travel a lot. He met Sarah Hawkins during a trip in Paris. They fell in love, got married, and Hawkins took her to the remote island of Darkwater. They had a child named Simon and lived a very secretive life. 8-year age gap. Sarah Hawkins, age 33, occupation painter. Sarah Hawkins, a painter known for her tortured artistic universe. She was worshipped for the strangeness of her work and the rarity of her public appearances. I seem to remember that she once said, "I paint what my dreams whisper to me." Her marriage to Charles Hawkins, years ago, surprised high society columnists. A wealthy Boston heiress, known for her party-going, chooses to follow her new husband and live as a recluse on the island of Darkwater. She disappeared from the front page of newspapers, and nobody heard any more about her. Even her death in a fire remained secret. Only her father, Stephen Webster, continues to seek the truth. Simon Hawkins, age 11, occupation schoolboy, only son of Sarah and Charles Hawkins. He died in the fire that claimed his whole family. Okay. Inhabitants, places, occult. Art of Sarah Hawkins. That, to me, looks like Sarah and her son being threatened by probably a cultist, some kind of monster. Intuitive and visionary artists for some, overpriced imposter for others, Sarah Hawkins leaves nobody indifferent. This mysterious and reserved painter offers strange images with violent colors and wild strokes to the world. If her paintings are testimony to her vision of the world, then the world of Sarah Hawkins is a portal open to other dimensions. Extract from the Notebook of Edward. Wait, that's my... Why am I writing down that it is an extract from my own notebook? Clues, we've got the painting, we've got files. Monster silhouette threatening a woman and child. Flames in the background. Interesting. Inventory. I have my lighter. Lost Battalion 10718. And knowledge. Just some cases. Okay, cool. Alright, well, let's take another look around our office real quick. Make sure we didn't miss anything fun before we head out for the town. Oh, I can just close the drawer. Okay. Alright, I looked at the books, I looked at that. I didn't look at this one.
Darkwater is off the coast of Boston. But I've never heard of it. According to this book, it was often mentioned during whale hunting times at the end of the 19th century. But it seems to have been shunned since then.
Darkwater Island has been inhabited since the 14th century and is still rich with the many memories left by its lost tribes. But don't let the romanticism of these moving evidences of such naive and primitive beliefs fool you into forgetting how violent their gods were. A gigantic creature still ornates the walls of long-abandoned caves. Was it a sea or a dream god? No one knows, but today's inhabitants, the sons and daughters of the proud whale hunters, still remember the mysterious and tumultuous story of their small land off the coast of Massachusetts.
All I have to do is go to the port. I just hope that I can find a boat able to take me to Darkwater.
Okay. Dense work aimed at interns and young practitioners. This first volume lists all illnesses known in the civilized world. It details the symptoms and suitable treatments. Learnings of Medicine, Volume 1. Ooh. That seems to have given me a slight boost to my medicine skill. I'm pretty sure it was at 20% before, not 22%. The store contains nothing. Certificate of membership, Wentworth
The Wentworth
Agency.
Agency doesn't attract top-notch cases.
Fair enough.
I used to be an avid reader.
I can tell you got a lot of books. And this would be his buddies from the war, I'm guessing.
The Lost Battalion. Holding your position and obeying orders. That isn't courage.
Alright, fair enough. That seems to be everything in here. So let's go see if we can't find ourselves a boat. Darkwater Port. Pierce took the Hawkins case. The cursed artist is accused of having caused the fire that killed her and her family. As the only clue, she left her father a disturbing painting. On the shipping label and address, a warehouse set on the docks of the island of Darkwater. The place seems to be the starting point for Pierce's investigation.
We're almost there. Stay on board. There's guys coming to unload. Welcome to Darkwater Island, Mr. Pierce.
Why, thank you, Captain Fitzroy.
So, what wind brought you?
Does the Hawkins case mean anything to you?
A sad story that we would all prefer to forget. Charles Hawkins may have been a landlubber, but he was a good man.
And his wife, Sarah Hawkins.
A nice young woman, and a great painter. What a tragedy. You know what? Go have a drink at the Stranded Whale. What you need is a good pick-me-up. Mitchell may not be very welcoming, but his bar holds a surprise for you. As for me, you'll find me at the Harbor Master's office. If it's the Hawkins family that brings you here, I have a pile of documents that should interest you.
Understood. I'm going for a look around the docks.
Alright. What is going on over there? That... is a very dead whale. Main objectives, talk to Fitzroy, go to the bar, talk to Bradley. I don't know who Bradley is. It's the guy at the bar. Can I talk to these guys over here? Oh, this is Bradley.
Police do their work. Hey, Sullivan. Can't you go any faster?
You've seen how old this thing is.
The blood is just beginning to coagulate. It died a short time ago. Killer whales have few predators. And there are no sharks in these waters. What creature could possibly have done this?
That's no way to treat an omen.
Oh yeah? He's gonna get us into trouble. You can't
Omen, you say?
understand. You're not sailors. It's a sign. There's something coming. Something real bad.
Probably.
Don't put that beast back in the water, you shysters. You're crazy.
They're cops. They
Okay, I
can't
don't know if these guys are
understand.
gonna stop talking. Hey,
The
Bradley.
same goes for you, sir. Move along.
Power is 36. Sailors get obsessed. You're totally out of your depth. That seems like a good way to start a conversation.
They seem to be very agitated about a dead animal.
You're telling me? These fools think that putting the whale back in the water will bring about the end of the world.
They're superstitious.
If only you knew. They only listen to Captain Fitzroy. Not always. And you. What brings you to our island?
I'm looking for this address. Warehouse 36, Darkwater Harbor.
I like you, so I'll be frank with you. Don't go near the place. Don't try to get in.
Why?
Because I told you so. Learn to accept some friendly advice. Now, please, allow me to do my job.
You
That's
can't
no way to
understand. You're not
treat an omen.
sailors.
Okay,
Oh,
yeah, so they're just
Sign.
repeating the same lines
There's
over and over
something
again.
coming. Something real
Got anything to
bad.
add? Nice mutton chops.
Put that beast back in the water, you shysters. You're crazy.
They're cops.
Alright,
They
I don't
can't
think I
understand.
can move. No, I
Damn
can't go past
stupid
these guys.
idiots.
Forget it. Nobody listens to us anyway.
Go this way. Oh no, this is also blocked off. Let's go see what these dudes are saying though before we go in the bar.
You can stay to watch if you want. You can pick up the pieces.
Come on, you bastard. You'll see what a true
Nothing for you
sailor's got
here
in his
either.
belly.
Beat it.
You hear that?
Okie dokie.
You Barbiturates don't scare me.
Alright, not going that way. Well, let's go to the bar before we go talk to Fitzroy.
Prohibition is just a joke around here. That suits me fine.
Open. Okay, this doesn't seem to be anything else.
Hey, be careful. Let's get him another drink. He's dry.
In my bar, we don't serve troublemakers.
Hold test strength, test eloquence. We bumped our eloquence up a little bit.
Yet you served this man, and you can't say he's been on his best behavior.
He's a regular. It was you who provoked him by turning up with your mainland manner.
You mistake my manner. I ask nothing more than to become a regular as well, which will be difficult if you refuse to serve me.
I hope you're less talkative when you're drunk.
Try me.
We'll see.
Let's see, no prohibition. I'm looking for warehouse 36. Find out about Darkwater. Order a drink. I'll order a drink. Maybe that'll make him like us a little bit more.
Captain Fitzroy told me about a little pick-me-up.
You want a drink?
Only a small glass.
I wouldn't say no to a glass.
Try this.
God, I hope this isn't poisoned.
I think we'll get along well.
This will affect your destiny. Alright, I mean, that's reasonable. Let's ask about Darkwater. Sarah Hawkins, why the stranded whale? Yeah, why the stranded whale?
The stranded whale. I guess this bar has been here a long time.
What can I tell you? I'm a nostalgic sort of guy. The name, it reminds us of the golden age of Darkwater, when our whalers left for long months and came back sweating and stinking of the oil and flesh of the whales they'd been hunting.
It was a tough time, all the same.
Ah, but steeped in glory. We've never known such wealth since then.
Okay, let's ask about Sarah Hawkins.
What can you tell me about her?
We all knew she was famous on the mainland for her paintings. Never understood why. Then, I don't want to speak ill of the dead.
Let's see, psychology. Yeah, we'll try psychology.
You don't dare say a thing because you respect their memory. But that doesn't mean that you don't have a lot on your mind.
You're not a PI for nothing. Okay. I don't know what it's worth, though. But Mrs. Hawkins, she went to see her doctor very often.
She was sick.
Ah, I shouldn't have mentioned it to you. Forget it.
Okay, I'm guessing picking that one again isn't going to do anything for me. It's true they were strange.
Her style made her famous. How would you describe it? Tortured?
Yeah, well, it wasn't normal. I mean, for a young woman with a child and all that. We saw them in the papers and we said to ourselves, who can paint such things? Is that how she sees the world?
So they made you feel uncomfortable.
You need to see them for yourself. Make up your own mind.
Fair enough. Alright, I guess that's all we're gonna get out of him about that.
I've got what I need.
Anything else?
Should ask about the warehouse. The warehouse 36. Find out about Darkwater. Looking for
Do you know where
36.
this place is? Warehouse 36, Darkwater Harbor.
The Hawkins warehouse. I see, yeah. If I were you, I wouldn't hang around there.
Why not?
First off, there are rumors. Sailors from around here say you can hear noises coming from the warehouse at night. Screams, that sort of thing.
Screams.
And that's not all. There's the fate of its owners and all the superstitions that go with it. But I'll say no more. Anything else?
Nope, I think that's about it.
That'll be all for now.
Alright, anything else around the bar? We can't talk to our new friend here.
Do you like our song?
We're true sirens.
We may not be pros, but we give it all we've got.
That's true. It's a reminder of the time when we were still fishing for whales off Darkwater Island.
Yeah, let's ask about the end of whaling, because there's a dead whale outside.
What brought whaling to an end?
The whales, of course.
They all disappeared.
You exhausted the stocks.
You could say that, yes. There were fewer and fewer of them.
Until the last, the biggest.
The one of the miraculous catch.
Exactly.
Interesting.
I've never heard this song before.
Only people from here know it. It tells the story of the miraculous catch.
It's a local legend?
Watch what you say, young man.
That catch saved our island.
Ah. Where's the proof?
We're the proof.
Without it, the whole of Darkwater would have died of hunger in 1847.
It's true. Everything happened just as it says in the newspaper report.
What report?
The one that's framed right behind you. Our grandparents tasted its flesh.
And it was delicious.
That's not ominous at all.
I bid you farewell, gentlemen.
Good night, stranger.
So long.
So, a newspaper article. Oh.
The miraculous catch. Apparently, the most significant event of the last 80 years.
21st of May, 1847. The Scylla returns to port to save Darkwater from famine. We'd given up hope. The crew of the Scylla, or what remains of it, returned to Darkwater port late on Tuesday afternoon. The locals immediately rushed to the docks to welcome the last whaling ship on the island. People were amazed at the sight of the unbelievable catch the brave vessel had on board. Of a size that went beyond that of the formidable toothed whales, the cetacean that is already being called the miraculous catch covered the whole deck, and parts of it were hanging over the sides of the ship. Jeez. The surviving sailors told a frightening account of their perilous catch, but also its meat, unmatched in its quality and plentiful nutritious benefits. There is no doubt that the immense size of this whale will allow numerous inhabitants of Darkwater to feed themselves, bring an end to the famine from which part of the island was suffering. Mr. Marks is putting his warehouse up for rent for June, something. Special evening at Stranded Whale. Celebrate returns. Okay. The rest of that doesn't seem... What about you? Look interesting. You are covered in scars and writing. Okay.
Nightmares. Can hear things and voices whispering. Will follow its reader and appear at various locations, gifted with its own consciousness, until it finds a new reader.
Okay, I can't talk to him. He's not paying attention to me. Ooh, harpoon gun. Alright, there's nothing else up here. I read the newspaper article.
You have no right to treat us like this.
And the doctor, what did he say?
He laughed.
My God.
There's an asylum on the island. That's good to know. That seems to be it. Spoken always free for the lady. Is this for tabs or something?
Charles Hawkins was a heavy drinker. And a debtor. Interesting.
Ah, yep, it's tabs. Okay. What about you, mysterious woman smoking in the corner?
What you looking at, stranger?
Wow, she's actually named Mysterious Woman. What is a woman like you doing in a place like this? I guess that's kind of what I'm going for?
The clientele is predominantly male.
Tell me something I don't know.
I meant nothing by it. I'm just wondering what a woman like you is doing in this flea trap.
And I'm wondering what could be going through the head of the chump who goes to disturb her. Let me drink, stranger.
Okay, that's that. Probably not worth bothering her any further. Looks to be a back room of some kind. Well, guess all that's left is to go find Fitzroy and talk to him. Not missing anything out here, am I? I don't think so. This is a pretty small area that we're allowed to walk around. City of Darkwater Harbor Master.
Ooh, broken. This place seems half abandoned.
That is one way to put it. Alright, let's talk to Fitzroy before we start rifling through his things.
I've brought out the Charles Hawkins cargo manifests. They're on the table next to you. But in truth, you're likely to be disappointed. When you're done, come join me on the deck.
Okay. On the table next to me? Oh.
These manifests are signed by Charles Hawkins. But that's all I'll get from them.
Only a few dates are still legible, 1890, 1907, and a partial date. The rest of the document is blacked out. Who would want this information to be hidden? Interesting. Oh. Okay, I thought he just vanished. Let's take a look around, because there's some more stuff in here.
I wonder what Captain Fitzroy has got to say about this woman cat.
Captain, the terms of our agreement are clear. Keep your men under control. You cannot afford to provoke us. No need to answer this message. Just make your payment to the carrier. Cat. I wonder if Cat's the mysterious woman we saw at the bar. So we'll find out later.
The Scylla. It finished up beached at the entrance to the harbor.
Oh, that's the boat that we passed on the way in. That's the one that brought in the big whale. Interesting. I guess it makes sense they would have a model of it here. Learning of Medicine. Second volume teaches ethics and good practice to medical staff. Okay, now we can... Yeah, it did bump my skills up by 2%. Okay, cool. We should keep an eye out for more books, because I'm sure there's some that don't have to do with medicine around.
This man and Fitzroy could be twins.
In this photograph, a man who looks like Captain Fitzroy is posing on the bridge of a ship. He has a wooden leg. I will take your word for it that they could be twins. That is a very grainy picture. Nothing in this drawer, nothing on the desk.
What a macabre souvenir.
Oh, it's a peg leg. Neat. Well, I guess it can't actually be Fitzroy, can it? Because it's, yeah, he's got both legs. That seems to be everything in here. Let's go talk to Fitzroy, unless there's something out here. This just seems to be another door that goes outside, though. Can we see the Scylla? That's the Scylla over there. There's actually a lot of boats around here. Wait, where did Fitzroy go? Oh.
From here, I see everything that goes on in the harbor. The hard-working lives of my sailors, the fights at the stranded whale. Even the antics of these wharf rats don't escape me.
It's you who lays down the law around here.
Oh, I wouldn't go that far. I'm just the last serving captain on Darkwater. Tell me what I can do to help you.
Your documents are unreadable. Let's ask... No, we'll start with the documents.
Your manifests have been blacked out. They're totally unreadable.
Yeah, I saw that. I've got no idea who did it or why. I don't remember having countersigned anything special enough for someone to hide it.
And why obliterate the dates, as well as the goods stored in the warehouse?
You mean that the dates have some meaning?
What did Charles Hawkins really do for a living? I thought fishing has stopped in 1847. Yeah, I guess we'll just go with the unlocked answer.
I'm surprised Charles Hawkins had goods to store, knowing that whaling stopped in 1847.
I see that you're interested in the history of our island. Indeed, maritime activities ceased altogether at the end of the last century. I imagine that the Hawkins family had other types of contracts.
But you don't know with whom?
No, it was none of my business.
Let's ask about Darkwater a little bit before we go into Warehouse 36. Photograph looks strangely like you. It's probably a sibling or parent or something.
I was looking at your photograph. The one of the man in front of the boat.
Ah, yes, I can see the one you're talking about.
Interesting resemblance. I thought it was you, but with a wooden leg.
And for good reason. That's my father in the photograph.
Your father?
John Fitzroy, captain of the Scylla. His wooden leg is here. You can go and see it if you're interested.
I've already seen it. Yes, we should definitely ask about the killer whale.
I'm just back from the wharves. The dead killer whale is unsettling the sailors.
Ah, yes. Us men of the sea are superstitious folk.
Winds are natural. Why are they putting it back in the sea?
The police took the decision to put the killer whale back into the sea.
You've got to understand them. They didn't know what to do with it.
I think that was a mistake. Who says that whatever caused those wounds is no longer in these waters?
You think we should have kept it?
To look into the real cause of its death, at least.
I'm actually not sure what you do with dead whales that just kind of wash up on shore. The wounds are natural.
I examined its wounds. I know of no creature able to cause them.
And I took you for a detective.
Believe me when I say that these wounds are significant.
Come, come. You've only just arrived on Darkwater, and already you think like a sailor.
I don't really get what he means like that unless he's saying I'm superstitious. We could ask him about Cat. We already know about the miraculous catch, but I'd kind of like to get more information about it. It seems, relevant.
The miraculous catch. Is it a local legend?
Not at all. It's an episode from our glorious past. Go read the story of the sailor's return to Darkwater Harbor. It's displayed on a wall of the stranded whale.
Okay, I read that already. I guess we may as well ask about Cat. I feel like he might get a little bit upset that we've been prying into, like, his desk and stuff.
I found a threatening letter, signed by a certain Cat.
What? I don't mind you visiting my harbor master's office, but I'd prefer if you didn't go through my affairs.
Are you being blackmailed?
Not exactly, no. That shyster wants to make us pay protection money.
With any success?
I wouldn't say that, but she terrifies my men as much as her own.
Can you not do anything to stop her?
Don't you worry about that.
Interesting. Well, that's all we can ask about Darkwater, so...
I'm looking for Warehouse 36. Do you know where it is?
Look, it's right there. The warehouse is opposite the jetty. You can't miss it.
Understood.
You know who the building belongs to, don't you?
Boss Hawkins, you underestimate me. Yeah, let's try that one.
It belonged to the Hawkins family.
Precisely. Ship owners from father to son.
I think that somebody here wanted me to search this warehouse.
All right.
I shall be on my way.
So come back and see me when you've got something new.
I'm not entirely sure that I trust Captain Fitzroy, but I'm not entirely sure I trust anyone on this island. What does our diary have to say about things? Did I get a new skill? I have 2 CP available. Oh, wonderful. Alright. What is probably worth putting points into? I think we're gonna need eloquence at some point. So let's just start working on that. Okay, inhabitants, we've got Roy Mitchell, the guy who owns the bar. Prohibition has no hold on the stranded whale, and sailors come to seek some comfort in Mitchell's whiskey. The man therefore knows more than anyone the secrets and rumors that the inhabitants of the island exchange after a few glasses. Mitchell is devoted to the golden age of whale hunting, if the numerous trophies that decorate his establishment are anything to go by. The man will talk freely on this subject on which he is so keen, but he will be far less enthusiastic if one was to inquire about his source of liquor. It's fair. James Fitzroy, age 45, occupation captain. James Fitzroy is the captain of the Charybdis, the only boat that still... That's an ominous name. The only boat that still sails between Darkwater and Boston. His base is the Harbor Master's office, from where he misses nothing that happens on the island. The inhabitants of Darkwater respect him, the bootleggers despise him. He offered to help me in my investigation. Okay. Places... Investigation Agency, Island of Darkwater. It would seem that the world has forgotten the very existence of this isolated rock off the coast of Boston. It is a small, inhospitable island whose coastline is made up of steep cliffs and sharp reefs, with only one outlet to the sea. It is mainly inhabited by the descendants of whalers who set up a supply post there in the 1800s. It was hit severely by the collapse of this activity. I think that the only venture on the island that is still profitable is its medical institute. That would be the asylum. We saw some of the asylum workers earlier. At the entrance to the port of Darkwater, one still passed in front of the shell of the Scylla, the last whaling ship to have brought back a catch. Sailors wander the docks looking for some small job for the day. A gang of bootleggers has set itself up there and is gnawing away at the territory of Captain Fitzroy, the last sailor to own a boat capable of making the round trip between the island and mainland. Here, the golden age of whale hunting is but a distant memory. And the stranded whale. A bar where liquor is served with total impunity. It's the last thing I expected to find when I arrived on this island. The stranded whale is its name, and it's managed with an iron hand by the owner, certain Mitchell. He does not tolerate troublemakers, and he fiercely protects the identity of his supplier. All the inhabitants of the area seem to go there. And I even saw what looks to be a truce between the bootleggers and the sailors. I didn't actually ask him about his supplier. I'm guessing it just kind of assumes that you did. Miraculous catch, we've read all about that already. Clues. That's the news article about the miraculous catch. That's the manifest, threatening letter from Cat. Photograph of Captain Fitzroy the Elder. Or possibly Captain Fitzroy himself. Knowledge, Book of Medicine, Atlas of Atlantic, Book of Medicine. Okay. So, how do we get into the warehouse from here? Oh, well, these guys are moving now. Wonderful. The police officer was pretty insistent that we not go inside the warehouse. I'm assuming there's going to be some kind of security that we have to make our way past. Wow, someone on this island owns a car? For what? Oh, hello.
You saw what happened with those sailors. Don't hang around here unless you want trouble with the bootleggers.
I've seen the kind of messages their boss sends. You're not scared of her?
Of course I am. Everyone's scared of that woman. She's not interested in small fry like me. You, on the other hand, nose around too much, you'll have dealings with her.
Interesting. What are the bootleggers around here? Bootlegging probably would be my guess.
This warehouse looks abandoned. Why does it interest them so much?
No doubt a question of territory, but I ain't asking. You want to know more, go ask the captain.
Good. Thank you. I shall take my leave.
Okay. Now, how do we get inside the warehouse? Oh. That would probably do it. I don't see anything else around here. Spot hidden skill allows you to detect items in a close range. Once all the items are found, the detection icon will appear gray. Okay. Ooh. Lever activates a mechanism. I can... Rotating it... Oh, I see. I hold down and drag. Alright, there we go.
A handle. It must come from these old winches.
Interesting. So, if I can hook this up to one of the winches, I imagine I can raise this grate. Am I? Oh, I'm holding onto a ladder.
I could use this old winch to lift the grating.
What am I doing here? I can't... Okay. This doesn't seem to do anything. I'm missing something here, that's for sure. I can't climb over the railing, so let's head back down and see if there's anything down there.
It looks like there's a way in under this grate.
Yeah, that seems safe.
A whale vertebra. If the newspaper clipping in the bar is true, this bone is a real fossil.
Interesting. Ooh. Ah, okay, I need this.
A ratchet device. Exactly what I need.
Okay. I'm still missing something, right? Because the icon's still flashing green. Is there any way for me to get up there? It doesn't look like there's ever been a way to get up there. I guess, you know, you could just climb on the crossbeam and walk across. I feel like there should be a ladder or something. Well, whatever it is that I'm missing, I don't know where it might be. Where do I put this ratchet? Does it go up here? Or does it go on the winch? Okay, there we go. Now can I operate this? It still seems like something's missing. Okay. Curious. It's gotta be inside the warehouse, I'm assuming, right? Yeah, because the little hidden items icon goes away when I leave the room here. So where could it be? Not in these corners. Not around here. Not up there. Interesting. What am I missing here? I basically checked all around, right? And I haven't seen any more little green dots. Okay, so I must have to do something more with the winch then. Or there's something up here that I'm missing. Yeah, I can't climb over this railing or anything. Okay, definitely need to put something else in there. There's a door over there as well. There's not any way to vault this railing, is there? No, there doesn't seem to be. I'm missing an item somewhere in this room. Crouching will help. Let me see under things that I haven't been looking under. No. Nope, nothing in the back there. I would say that maybe my, like, hidden items skill is not high enough, but, like, how would I improve it at this point? It'd be kind of weird for the game to just, like, gate you out at the start if you didn't improve your hidden item skill enough. Let's take a brief look around and see if maybe there's something else around here that I'm missing. Doesn't seem to be. Can I take this lantern? No. Not in there. Not back there. I would think it would be like a gear like that, but it doesn't seem to be. Where have I not searched? I mean, this is kind of a small room. I feel like I've searched everywhere in here that I can reasonably reach. Aha.
It should be possible to mount this cogwheel on the winch.
How do I put my lighter away? I don't seem to be able to. There we go.
Looks like everything is in its place. All that's left is to try to turn this handle. Damn, I broke it.
Ah. Okay. Well, that seems to be that. Maybe back down? Oh, wrong button. Alright. That was strange and pointless.
Well, well. A little mouse has got lost on our turf. You're not only inquisitive, you're also stupid. What gave you the crazy idea to come onto my turf?
I had no idea. Don't say anything might be the best option here.
Has the cat got your tongue?
You've come for a fight. What I've got to say won't change a thing.
You're a quick learner. I decide who comes in and who stays out. And anyone who doesn't respect my rules, I punish them.
Is your name Cat?
What of it?
Maybe we can come to an understanding.
Maybe. Or maybe not. Get this joker out of here. He might have a little trouble walking on his own.
Oh, I'm getting careless. I didn't see that coming. If I want to get into this warehouse, I'm going to have to deal with her.
Oh, where am I? I'm on the other side of the fishermen now. Ooh, hello.
You live here?
Why did you do that, huh?
We saw what you did to St. Brendan.
Yeah, we'll teach you to come onto our island and ridicule our protectors.
What?
I've never heard of this saint. Is it a local belief?
But everyone knows St. Brendan, the navigator.
He's the patron saint of whales and whalers.
What happened to the statue?
Go see for yourself. He's at the end of the jetty.
There's you, our beloved statue, and then those two bozos behind us. Wait, now that I think about it, it's got to be them. There's one of them who's always going back and forth to the statue.
Quieter. That's all we need for them to hear us.
What brings you to Darkwater?
Find out about the island. Sure. St. Brendan, is this where you live? You don't have any work? This doesn't seem relevant. Who are these guys that are keeping guard?
The two guys behind you. What are they guarding?
The bootleggers. Scum.
They're protecting their territory. From whom, I wonder?
They really don't have a choice anyway. They're more scared of Cat than an attack by drunken sailors.
If only they would kill each other.
Interesting. Yes, I should definitely get more information about her.
Is it Cat who's shaking down Captain Fitzroy?
Hold on just a minute. We didn't tell you a thing.
Nothing at all.
Alright. Ask about the island then.
That statue represents your local saint.
What do you mean by local, exactly?
You wouldn't be looking down at us, like all townspeople do.
St. Brendan. He protected whalers and fishermen like us. Until those assholes defaced him.
Interesting. I don't know that it's worth asking if... I feel like in the spirit of this game, I should basically take every dialogue option because it might unlock things later, but it's pretty obvious that this is where these guys live.
Peculiar house.
Yeah, that's where we live. Our boat.
It's not because it doesn't float anymore that we're going to abandon it.
Oh, I see. He meant this place specifically, not this island. That makes more sense.
Isn't it a bit early for alcohol?
We got nothing better to do anyway. There's not much work around here.
Fitzroy gives us a few chores every now and again, but since the whaling station shut down, ain't a lot of jobs left around here.
So we drink.
Okay, but the whaling station shut down like 60, almost 70 years ago at this point, so you guys have been out of work for a while.
I've taken enough of your time.
We'll see you later.
Alright, so I need to get those two out of the way somehow.
No, if it gets out, I'll have serious problems with you-know-who.
How could you be dumb enough to leave the entrance to the warehouses unguarded?
Keep your voice down. Why not go and shout at the cat while you're at it? I don't want to end up with her little knife under my throat.
It's a stiletto, you idiot. And with that smell on your breath, I don't give you much chance anyway.
Interesting. I can potentially blackmail those guys into letting me through. Either way, we should go take a look at the statue of St. Brendan, and also possibly talk to this guy over here. And this fisherman. Okay, I can't talk to you. What about you, pal? Nope, nothing to say there either. Okay. Seems like the statue... this goes a ways a little bit. I doubt that I can climb up here, but it's worth checking out. Yeah, there doesn't seem to be any... I'm assuming if I can climb something, there would be a prompt for me to interact with, because there's no jump key that I've been made aware of. Can I open any of these doors? I can. Oh.
Damnation. I broke it.
Nope. It doesn't seem to tell you when you fail checks, but I guess it's, you know, obvious from what happens. Statue of St. Brendan. What were they concerned about? This man doesn't have a face. I don't have any occultism.
Patron saint of sailors and travelers. Desecrated. I can't even say which language it's written in.
Oh, I see. There's words written on it. Inhabitants, Cat. Gang boss. Boss of a gang of bootleggers, which seem to use Darkwater as a hideout. Cat always keeps an eye on her territory, the zone of abandoned warehouses on the docks. I have the impression that all the men on Darkwater fear her. Even Mitchell, the owner of the stranded whale, is reluctant to talk about her. She uses Darkwater as the point of departure for her cargoes of whiskey, and she's slowly gnawing away at Captain Fitzroy's territory. Okay, an occult we've got. Statue of St. Brendan. Does the patron saint of whales and whalers still protect the sailors of Darkwater? Visibly, there were other gods before St. Brendan, and their worshippers do not seem to be of this opinion. The locals still worship the old saint, but a mark was made on the statue by another cult. Interesting. St. Brendan the Navigator. 484 to 577. Interesting. Alright, well, let's go talk to those two guys we were eavesdropping on. That seems to be the next step in our investigation here. Hopefully I can blackmail one of them with the information that Cat might not want to find out about. Otherwise, I might have to see if I can get the two drunk fishermen to attack them somehow. Oh, hang on. Stairs over here. Oh, and I guess I can walk past the fishermen now, because they're all standing in a different knot. Hello.
Where do you think you're going?
Oh, there's interest in the warehouse. I must get into this warehouse. What are the police doing here? Sure, what are the police doing here?
I thought that the Hawkins case had been closed.
That's true.
So what are you doing on guard duty in front of this warehouse?
Who's asking the questions here, the cop or the tourist?
That is fair. What do you know about the Hawkins case?
What more can you say about the death of the Hawkins family?
Not much more than what everyone knows. I wasn't on the case. They were all burnt to death, right? Up at their place.
The whole mansion went up in flames.
Don't get it into your head to go wandering around up there. It's dangerous.
What do you mean by that?
The only one left there is old Silas, and the accident has affected him badly. He can be unpredictable, especially if a stranger starts poking around the property.
Is he a danger to the public?
No, he's in his own home. Do yourself a favor. Leave him well alone.
I feel like we should talk to that guy. Alright, this dude's done talking to us. So I could go looking around a little bit more, but I want to go talk to those two dudes. See if they will, see if there's any kind of options available there before we go looking for other things.
Who's this guy?
No idea. You better keep it shut. What's with you wandering around here like a hungry dog?
We saw you talking to the two soaks. Go die of thirst, the lot of you. It'll stink less.
Investigate their activities. My eloquence is not great. That's probably not a great idea. Passage leads to the Hawkins warehouse. Is it you who defaced the statue? Yeah. Actually, if we ask them this and we can get them to admit it, we might be able to get the fishermen to deal with them.
I went to see the statue of St. Brendan.
What makes you think we did it?
We're bootleggers, not savages.
Who do you think defaced the statue?
What do I know? They could have done it by themselves.
The sailors?
Who else, in your opinion? And who's interested?
So, who are you?
Are you stupid or are you doing it on purpose?
Everybody knows us on Darkwater.
I've just arrived.
Let's just say we're standing guard for the owner of the site. And we let no one enter her property.
Cat. She's your boss.
What? You listen through keyholes?
She's the boss, yeah. She says who goes in or not.
Shut up, you dummy. You wanted to know that you also talk too much.
She must be quite intimidating if she can make two men like you tremble.
She redid the smile at the last one who wanted to get in.
I hope he had a good dentist.
No, you don't understand. She really cut him a new smile.
But he only smiles with the left cheek.
Didn't one of the police officers have a scar on his left cheek?
She sounds frightening, your boss.
And she doesn't like to be talked about behind her back.
Interesting. Test eloquence. Yeah, let's do this one.
I've got to enter the Hawkins warehouse. I guess it's going to be complicated.
No, it's very simple, in fact. Fuck off.
I don't give a damn about your racket. I just want to get into this warehouse.
And we don't give a damn about you. Whatever your reason for wanting inside, there's nothing we can do for you.
Well, I guess we've got an option then. This is probably going to go terribly.
I've got to get inside. It's your boss who sent me.
Oh, yeah? And why didn't she say anything to us?
She sent me to see who's filching her stock.
I don't know what you're talking about.
You got no proof to back up your claims, and I'd advise you against snitching.
If I can't get rid of those two, I'll have to look for another way.
Alright then. That didn't work. I guess my eloquence isn't high enough. Can I go up here? Yes!
You again? I told you to beat it.
No need to get worked up.
Okay, yeah, so I can't talk to him. Doesn't seem to be anything up here. This dude's... Are those doors? I guess those are doors. Oh yeah, they've got a sliding rail under them. Maybe see if I can get these fishermen to attack them after all.
Well, look who's back.
Did you miss us?
I have an offer that could interest you.
We're listening.
I need you to keep them busy for a while.
You send us to take the punishment while you go quietly about your business. What's in it for us?
What would convince you to help me?
There's only one thing that'll get us to move.
For sure. Bring us something to drink and we'll take care of the bootleggers.
Okay.
I'll be back.
Take your time. We're going nowhere.
That, shouldn't be too hard to manage, right? I mean, there's a bar right over there. Let's look around and see if we can find any other options, though. Just see what we have available to us.
That's no way to treat an omen.
Alright, those guys are still doing the same angry shouting. What about... Well, this way I already know doesn't go anywhere, right? Because the winch is broken. There's no reason for us to go up there.
Another break?
One of those damn sailors came looking for trouble again.
You again? What can I get you?
Bottle of whiskey. Actually, I can ask him about the Hawkins warehouse.
What do you know about the Hawkins warehouse?
If I were you, I wouldn't hang around there.
Why not?
First off, there are rumors. Sailors from around here say you can hear noises coming from the warehouse at night. Screams, that sort of thing.
Screams?
And that's not all. There's the fate of its owners and all the superstitions that go with it. But I'll say no more. Anything else?
Interesting. Any more questions I can ask about tracks? Oh, I can ask about Charles Hawkins' tap.
Charles Hawkins owed you a lot of money. Do you know if he had problems?
I don't know the details, and it's not my business. Money or not, he was always welcome in my bar. The Hawkins family was always much appreciated on the island.
Interesting. Okay, we'll buy a bottle of whiskey.
Let's say I want to buy a bottle from you.
Choice is yours. Everything's on sale.
How much for a bottle of whiskey?
$5.
I guess I'm not desperate.
I'm not judging you.
That'll be all for now.
Alright, that should get our guards out of the way. Not the most elegant solution, but it'll do.
They're cops. They can't understand.
Damn stupid idiots.
Get it.
So, have you got what we asked you for?
Look what I've got.
You're a good guy, you. Follow me. Cheers, you jackass.
I don't feel well.
Hey, where are you going?
Say that again. I hope for your sake that I didn't hear.
No, it's not what you think.
Well, that was easy. Okay, I should probably, get out of here before they finish beating up the fishermen. That goes up there, just kind of where I want to go. Ooh, this might be where I want to go, though. I want to go look up here first. Just be careful not to get spotted. Oh, no, I can't. Oh, that ladder's really busted up. Never mind, you can't go up there at all. Just make sure I'm not missing any items or anything. Wonderful.
Let's see. Shoot. I'll have to find another way to get in.
So this actually hasn't gotten me anywhere. My investigation is not high enough to get through this entrance. So there is definitely that... So that grate up there definitely goes in here, right? Maybe I can find a way to get the winch working. Who would I ask about that? Well, the guards seem, they're not actually doing anything, they're just kind of standing around and talking.
So I mustn't have understood it because it didn't make me laugh.
Maybe if I, direct this guy over to where the bootleggers are fighting the fishermen.
You again? I told you to beat it.
No need to get worked up.
Okay, no, I can't talk to him at all. They don't actually seem to be doing anything, they're just kind of standing there talking.
Stupid idiots. Forget it. Nobody listens to us anyway. That's no way to
Well, his door's still open. So I need a key for the warehouse. Or I need to get this winch working, which doesn't seem to be an option. It's not even, like, interactable. Who else do I know that knows something about the warehouse that might be able to help us? Not a ton of people, honestly. We've got the police chief guy. We've got Fitzgerald. He actually might know something. He says he knows a lot about what goes on around here. Hello. Can I have this lantern? It looks important. I can't even talk to you. Oh, no, I can.
We're no longer at home on our own island.
Calm down. It's not worth the effort.
I told him, that flunky, that he'll see what a real sailor has in his belly.
If you continue like that, everyone will see what you've got in your belly.
I hope so. I hope they don't forget the lesson. Me? I'm not scared of some girl.
I mean they're going to cut you open, you idiot. Calm down.
Interesting. I wonder if I can talk to the fisherman at the end of the dock there. Or not the fisherman, the boat crewman.
You're back again. What can I do for you?
Let's see. Where's the warehouse? Bootleggers have blocked access to the warehouse.
Apparently, the bootleggers don't want anyone hanging around the warehouses.
They're part of the private property I mentioned earlier.
And yet the place looks abandoned. Why guard the entrance?
As a precaution, I suppose. All the warehouses are more or less interconnected by old sewers.
You mean that there's a way to go from one to the other by tunnel?
I couldn't tell you if it's still the case today for all the warehouses on the island, but I think I can imagine what you've got in mind. You can always visit them if you're not the claustrophobic type.
Interesting. I don't suppose you know how to get into the sewers, do you? Because the only way that I know of is that grate in the other warehouse that I can't actually get into. There's another way to get into the sewers from around here.
Forget it. Nobody listens to us.
There was a down ramp down here.
That's no way to treat an old
Wasn't there? Oh, the fish is on it.
He's gonna get us into trouble.
Hmm.
You can't understand. You're not sailors. It's a sign. There's something coming. Something real bad.
Me? And why would I do that?
It was just a little joke.
So I mustn't have understood it.
They are, in fact, just repeating the same dialogue over and over again. So I can't get up there. I can't fix the winch in the other warehouse. There must be another way to get into the sewers around somewhere. Unless I can just keep trying this over and over again.
It's no use. The padlock won't give.
Okay, so you can't just keep trying to unlock doors over and over again. Okay. Sewer entrance it is, I suppose, if we can find one. But all of these are boarded up, and the other one is inaccessible. Actually, real quick. Is there a button for me to turn on my lighter? Middle mouse button is light. There's a lean forward. Right mouse button to lean forward? That doesn't seem to do anything. Okay, that's actually quite helpful. Well, take a look around in here. See if we can find anything valuable. Nope.
his hide.
Tan my what? Oh, no, it's okay. Don't worry. I'm okay now. Please.
Oh, yeah? What I heard didn't sound too friendly to me.
No, please. My tongue got ahead of my sense.
Bar. All my touch spinners I must find some help. Okay, so I need someone to
Something like that.
assist me. This is what the game is telling me. Well, police chief's right over here.
You can't understand.
You didn't tell me that the warehouse I was looking for was right in front of us.
Because its owner is dead. And I don't want to see you hanging around it. Now please, leave us to our work.
You can't understand. You're not sailors. Oh yeah. It's a sign.
Someone in the bar then, I guess. Who is likely to know how to get into the warehouses? I guess I could just ask this guy about the sewers, if that's possible. Could ask Kat, but she's unlikely to approve of that.
You again. What can I get you?
Prohibition. Find out Darkwater. No.
That'll be all for now.
None of those help me. What if I do talk to you?
Hey, Mitchell. A drink for our new friend. I owe you. You don't know how to fight, but at least you've got guts.
Yeah. Aching guts.
Huh. I've got them too. But you don't hear me whining like a pooch who's lost its leash. You didn't back down. Something that I respect. So understand by that. If I catch you again, you'll carry a more permanent reminder of our encounter. Tell me, what brings you to Darkwater?
Let's tell her the truth.
I'm investigating the deaths of the Hawkins family.
It's very nice of you to tell me the truth so openly. But it's also really stupid of you. You really don't seem to know the area. Let me give you a little advice. If you want to survive more than a day in this rat hole, avoid talking about them to the first people you meet.
I need help to get into the warehouse. She doesn't want me in the warehouse. Yeah, let's ask this one.
Is that more dangerous than having a drink with you?
I'm not kidding. The old families, they were here long before us. And they'll be here long after we are gone.
The old families?
The descendants of the first whalers. These people truly worship their ancestors.
Interesting.
I've got a few questions about the island.
I'm not here to give you information. Mitchell will tell you what he wants to tell you.
Well,
I need to get into the Hawkins warehouse.
You're out of luck. It's on my turf.
It's precisely for that reason that I've come to see you.
Are you pulling my leg?
Think it over. I've seen what you're capable of. And you didn't miss me.
I accept the compliment. Well, I see you're serious. To be honest, as long as it doesn't interfere with my business, I don't care. But I'll go with you, to make sure you don't stick your nose into things that don't concern you.
Sounds honest to me.
I'm not finished. If I do that for you, if I let you onto our turf to conduct your little affairs, you'll be indebted to me, and I guarantee that I always collect on what I'm owed. Think about it. I help you, you'll owe me a favor in return. Do you accept?
I don't really seem to have another option at this point.
Do I have a choice?
Oh, we always have one, Detective. Follow me.
Nobody questions your authority here. I was given to believe that Fitzroy stood up to you.
That dope tried to save face in front of his sailors. They revere their brave captain as they do their old statues. But sooner or later, all statues get buried in bird shit. And nobody cares.
And the police? They do nothing to stop you?
The local cops? The cops drink like everyone else, sweetheart. They know where their interests lie. Apart from that pig-headed Bradley. I don't know whether to admire his stubbornness or to have pity on him.
She walks
That's no way to
much
treat
slower
an
than I
old
do.
man.
Oh yeah.
That is annoying.
He's gonna get us into trouble. You can't understand. You're not sailors. It's a sign.
It's fine. He's with me.
Oh, okay.
Do I? Hang on. No, that's not what I wanted. Do I have an inventory? Okay, I don't seem to have money, so I don't actually know that buying that bottle of whiskey cost me anything.
That's how it's done. Do I still need to hold your hand? Or do you think you'll get by on your own now?
Don't overdo it.
Good. In that case, I'll leave you. I've done enough mothering for now.
Wasn't she coming to watch me and make sure I didn't do anything weird? Okay, I guess she's just here to unlock this door.
Ugh, this place stinks. What is the connection between this place and the Sarah Hawkins case?
Reconstruction is seen. Hold left and right mouse button.
What happened here?
Somebody smashed a mirror. There's a bunch of bandages here, so their hand was bleeding afterwards, I'm guessing.
Who has enough money to buy painkillers, but stays in a place like this? It smells as bad as it looks. Is this one of Sarah Hawkins' paintings?
Interesting. Okay, that seems to be everything. Oh, I got a character point. Investigation seems like it might be handy if it's what allows us to pick locks. So let's work on that a little bit. Okay. Why are these candles green? Interesting. Did that actually give me any information that I can use? I did deal with Cat. She'll have in exchange for debt. She'll collect her sometime in the future. Okay, that's fine. I would like to go to the clues tab. Why is it? Or am I already on the clues tab? It is not letting me change tabs. At all. Oh, Q and E. Durr. I need the wrong buttons. Officially unused since Hawkins' death, this warehouse recently housed a clandestine resident. Signs of life attest to the fact. The presence of blood-stained bandages must also be noted, probably removed from a wound, as well as pills, painkillers, and sleeping pills. Moreover, the occupant seems to be obsessed with Sarah Hawkins, as attested by the presence of several documents connected to the artist's life, photographs, and press cuttings. It is the discovery of a partly charred painting, recognized by Officer Bradley as having come from the Hawkins Mansion, that allows all doubt to be lifted as to the link between the contents of this building and the Hawkins case. Interesting, good to know. Pressing F doesn't do anything. Oh, okay, there we go. Alright, I guess I should go talk to Officer Bradley then. Certainly there doesn't seem anything else for me to do in here.
Someone has settled in here.
And whoever it is has something to tell me about the Hawkins case. Is there anyone in there? You! Don't move! You again. I told you to stay away from this warehouse.
threaten the police officer. Nope, I do not have good strength. That's probably not a good idea.
Look around you. Someone has settled in here. Can you explain what this painting is doing here?
This strange portrait. Wait, I know it.
It was in the Hawkins Mansion when we came to investigate the fire.
So you confirm that it was removed from the crime scene. Interesting. I'd like to go and see the mansion now.
Of course. You want to go back along his trail? I'd like to understand how this painting made it to here. Come on. My car's parked down the way. Andrews, would you please shut the door? And open your eyes, damn it. This guy went right under your nose. God damn it. Her again. This case has nothing to do with you, Baker. Clear the passage or I'll shut you up for obstruction.
Officer Bradley, you've finally grown a pair. Too bad you're too fat to see them down there.
Why, you?
Come on, keep the smile. You don't want to force me to widen it.
Okay, I get it. Can we go to the mansion now?
I thought I'd straightened you out, mister. I am disappointed, but we'll meet again.
Is it far, this mansion?
Look behind you, at the top of the ridge. You see the building? That's the Hawkins Mansion. Come on, we got some driving to do.
Pierce managed to get into the warehouse. The place, thought to be abandoned, revealed some surprises. Signs of recent occupation as well as a partly charred painting. Interrupted in his search by Officer Bradley, Pierce convinced him to join his investigation. The police officer was willing to drive the detective to the Hawkins Mansion. Interesting.
Well, here we are, Hawkins Mansion.
The place has been abandoned since the fire. There's only old Winchester in his hut.
Yeah, let's ask about Winchester first.
Your partner, Andrews, warned me against him.
You managed to get something out of that bum? I'll end up asking you for advice.
He talks too much. He inferred that old Silas was slightly unhinged.
That's not far off the mark, I suppose. But kinda unfair at the same time. You know, Silas Winchester has been working for the Hawkins family as far back as I can remember. Charles was like a son to him. The day of the fire, he lost his whole family. So he's got nowhere to go. And, as you'll see, in a way, he's still watching over them. Is there anything else you want to ask me? Or do you want to go up there?
I see no scorched trees or fire damage on the building.
You're pretty damn observant, ain't you? The fire was quickly contained. Old Silas acted as soon as he could.
Not soon enough to save the Hawkins.
They were trapped in the drawing room. And don't go troubling Silas anymore. His guilt torments him enough as it is. Are we gonna take a closer look at this mansion, or do you have other questions?
Boy, I always have other questions.
You're the one who looked after the Hawkins case.
Don't think I was trying to hide it. It's just that this discovery shakes my convictions.
That's why you're so keen to find out who removed the painting from the mansion.
Yes. If something escaped us, or if there's been a law enforcement error, then it's up to the police to make good its mistake. Anything else?
I prefer to be prepared if there's going to be trouble.
It's a wise attitude. But apart from old Silas and some rotten floorboards, there's nothing to worry about.
Could he be a problem?
Strictly speaking, he ain't dangerous. But since the tragedy, he's been a little touched. Though, he's a remarkably sturdy man, given his age. A true force of nature.
A sad old man doesn't worry me.
Gee, if you don't want to listen to my advice, we might as well go. Right?
Sure.
Night falls quickly here, and I want to be able to see when we arrive.
I'll go with you, if only to reassure Silas.
Why not? You can help.
Right. Let's go.
Okay, well, we're not following him this time, so I should just be able to walk on past him. Take a quick look around. Oh. We're not... Oh, there's a big tree blocking the way. Who's the statue of?
1693. This house is much older than it seems.
Hmm. Somebody smashed a bunch of pots on Charles Hawkins' grave. So these must have been vases holding flowers.
Someone must really hate Charles Hawkins.
I told you. Silas Winchester is still watching over the Hawkins family.
I must say, it's pretty gloomy.
So, Detective, does this place inspire any thoughts?
Do you know if Charles Hawkins had any enemies?
Not to our knowledge. He was a well-respected personality on the island. I don't understand. Silas would never have let such a thing happen.
Why were they buried here?
I was given to believe that it was Charles Hawkins' wish.
Strange idea. I imagine Webster wasn't too pleased.
Mrs. Hawkins' father? It's said that he's devastated.
Let's go to the mansion.
Please give me a minute. I didn't expect to set foot back here after the burial. What kind of deranged individual would defile this sanctuary and steal a burnt painting? I don't see Silas doing such a thing, let alone allowing it. Even that broad baker is above that. Lord, have pity on this poor family.
Maybe Silas is dead.
The flowers on Sarah Hawkins' grave are fresh. The old caretaker must be very attached to her.
Interesting.
Poor kid.
Okay, well, he's standing here. Going without him. Can I take one of these lanterns? They seem like they might be useful. Guess not. Well, this door's boarded up. That sounded like footsteps. Probably just birds flapping their wings.
This entrance is still in use.
Whoa!
Whoa!
You were trying to force the door, you nosy prick!
Easy, sir, all right? Put down the axe.
You know what we do with rubble like you? We gut them. Dump them into the ocean!
You're Mr. Winchester. Lower that axe. Let's talk calmly.
I'll show you how we have it out on Darkwater.
You haven't forgiven yourself. You stay here to honor the memory of the deceased.
That's true. I want no more violence. No more tragedy.
It's painful to be the last one left.
You don't know how right you are. Understood. I'm listening.
The police report describes a domestic accident, but Stephen Webster has several reasons to believe that this may not be the case.
Webster is as stubborn as an old mule. And I did tell him that we should let the dead rest in peace.
He wants to restore the reputation of his daughter. I just need to see where the fire started.
No, I can't let you in. The mansion isn't safe.
That's why you barricaded the entrance.
That's right.
And this door?
It's locked, and I make sure it stays that way.
You still put flowers on her grave. You cherish her memory.
Mrs. Hawkins was an exceptional person. She cared for everyone around her.
Let me shed a light on what happened to her. Give me that key.
I'm probably making a big mistake, but it won't be the first. Here, take the key and do what you have to do. Go on, then. Just to get rid of you.
Let's see what more I can learn from this mansion.
Alright, I see our police officer really helped us out here. Officer Bradley, age 37, occupation police officer. This hick cop likes order and justice. He's no great sleuth, but he seems more inclined than his colleagues to discover the truth in the Hawkins case. The inhabitants of the island seem to be friendly with him. He could help me in my investigation. Silas Winchester, age 64, occupation caretaker. The old caretaker of the Hawkins family, Silas Winchester still watches over the family graveyard and the burned-out mansion. Devoted to Charles Hawkins, whom he all but raised, he also has great respect for the memory of Sarah Hawkins and their child, Simon. His long months of solitude in the abandoned property have made him very distrustful. Silas still puts flowers on the graves of Charles, Sarah, and Simon. Hawkins Mansion Gardens. Hawkins Mansion is perched at the top of a steep cliff. The abandoned garden harbors the graves of the Hawkins family, and only the old caretaker, Silas Winchester, still roams this bleak spot. He protects it fiercely and still puts flowers on the graves of his old masters. It's a gloomy place. Inventory, have the key. Okay. Oh, now was he just standing there watching me get, like, threatened by the old guy?
Pierce, shall we enter? Now that you finish your fun and games with Silas, we can perhaps inspect the mansion.
You're right. Let's go. Let's take a look inside.
I'm with you.
Pierce and Officer Bradley explored the gardens of the Hawkins Mansion. The family lies in the graveyard of the property, guarded by Silas Winchester. The old caretaker, still faithful to his employers, keeps watch of the place armed with his axe. Pierce and Bradley manage to calm him down and finally get hold of the key to the Hawkins Mansion. They enter the building looking for the scene of the fire. Okay, see, that implies that Bradley does something, so maybe I was supposed to wait for him at the grave to get done gathering his thoughts, and then he would come up and help me deal with Silas.
Follow
I just,
me.
like, walked off alone.
I know the place. Who left this light on?
Eh. Bradley?
The Last Supper of the Hawkins. What does this tell me? What kind of meat is this?
That's... I don't know. It's a good question, actually.
This place is for the head of the family, Charles Hawkins.
Okay, I don't seem to be able to look at the fireplace.
The boy was probably here. Smashed his plate on the floor. Sarah Hawkins' plate. Why did she leave it untouched? Something happened at this table. An argument?
Probably to do with whatever kind of meat this is.
Hey, Pierce. Daydreaming again?
Working, officer. This dinner table tells us a lot about the Hawkins family life.
Well, we don't have all day. The scene of the fire is next door.
Some kind of fish, right? Looks like a fish. Squid?
Silas managed to bring the fire under control.
Let's see if I can find something the cops
It was already
missed.
too late for the Hawkins.
They had a fight. Why? Did Sarah Hawkins lose one of her shoes? How?
Interesting.
Did it stop at the time of the fire? The child's corpse left a trace. Where are the others? Did someone escape the fire? Was Charles Hawkins a heavy drinker?
Anything else in here? Oh.
If the painting I found on the docks really came from here, how come it didn't burn? Blood. This lamp was thrown. This was no accident. This was a fight. Someone fell here. A desperate attempt to flee. And the boy.
So, Detective, what do you make of it?
I firmly believe this fire was more than just an accident.
Huh. What's your theory?
I suspect a crime of passion.
You sure of that?
There's only one way to be sure.
Hey, we got another character point. I have 3 available. Oh, we're so close to getting next level investigation. There's probably some other things worth upping as well. Medicine and occult skill can only be improved by objects discovered in the environment. Oh. I see. Okay, so we can't up these any further. We have to, learn them by finding books and things. Okay, that's good to know. We should... Honestly, all of these seem pretty useful. I think strength we can get away without for now. Let's bump psychology up and spot hidden.
I just ask that you don't disturb anything. Chief West found out about what we're doing, I'd be in serious trouble.
These bandages are covered in dried blood. The same bandages that I saw in the warehouse on the docks. And given the bloodstains, I'd also say that it's the same person. The lyrics of the drunken sailor, a sea shanty. An original edition of Mary Shelley's Frankenstein.
You know that the Hawkins were
Dated
among the wealthiest
1818.
families on the island?
What do you know about Charles Hawkins' activities?
Well, not much, to be honest. We all assumed the Hawkins lived on Charles's inheritance.
This piano is in disrepair. Looks like the Hawkins kept it more for decoration than for music. Moby Dick, Melville's classic. The epic battle between man and whale. Mandatory reading for any whaler, I guess.
Okay, I guess I'm just taking their book now. Can I go upstairs? So I'll just leave our police officer friend down here for now.
One of Sarah Hawkins' paintings. Her style sure is recognizable. 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea. Another story about the mysteries of the deep.
Ooh. A crowbar.
A crowbar could prove useful.
Oh, well now I have a crowbar. Okay. It seems a little bit weird that there's just a crowbar lying next to that doorway there, but who am I to judge?
What could Sarah have done to make this person threaten to call the police?
Dear sir, as you know, I've always held you and your family in high respect. Unfortunately, I can no longer continue to close my eyes on the behavior of your wife. Last week, she again terrified my clientele. I know that she means no harm, but you should place her in the care of Dr. Fuller. He alone seems able to make her come to her senses. If these disturbances were to recur, believe me that although it would feel like torture, I would be obliged to involve the police. Respectfully yours, Anton Wellard. Interesting. Maybe I can find Anton Wellard. He must be in town somewhere. Although, given that they're wealthy, it's possible he doesn't live on the island. Sarah went to see him somewhere.
Locked.
Can I crowbar it?
Locked.
Guess not. The police officer did say not to touch anything, so I guess crowbarring would be a little bit beyond the pale. This looks to be the child's room. Wonderful Wizard of Oz. Bunch of toy soldiers.
The boys' room. A child's fort. From what threat was Simon protecting his world?
His fort is surrounded by toy soldiers. Although he's got 3 different forts, so...
Tom Sawyer. Mark Twain. Sarah must have read it to him before bed.
Interesting.
Sleeping pills. Strong for an 11-year-old boy. What was wrong with this family?
Oh. Oh dear. Those are some interesting drawings.
What nightmarish vision could have inspired them? Simon's troubles went beyond family problems. That kid saw something. Something terrified him.
Ooh, that's a nice boat model.
What will her room reveal about her? Barbiturates. Sarah Hawkins must have been extremely agitated, resorting to such a treatment.
Barbiturates. They act as a depressant of the nervous system, but once you begin, you can never live without them. Okay, I know something. Interesting.
A barbiturate prescription from a certain Dr. Fuller.
Dr. Thomas Fuller, Riverside Institute, Darkwater, Massachusetts. 75 milligrams armobarbital sodium to be taken every 4 to 6 hours as required. If attacks become too violent, add 25 milligrams phenobarbital up to 3 times a day. Do not consume alcohol or any other medication during the period of treatment. Dr. Thomas Fuller, Take 2, Darkwater General Store.
That's a massive dose. Was Sarah violent?
Interesting. Can't open that chest. Hello. Sarah Hawkins' sketches look more like a gallery of horrors than anatomical studies. Do they represent what haunts her nights? Quite possibly. Ooh, occultism progression. 5%. We're doing it. See if our upgraded investigation gets us anywhere here.
This padlock is too complicated for me.
That must go back to that other locked room. Hello. Oh. So about that padlock.
It's no use. The padlock won't give.
Okay, I guess it was for the other door. There we go. Huh. Right. Well. Good.
Was Sarah Hawkins interested in the occult? What was she trying to achieve?
New occult elements, circles. Darkwater occult. If the creature is not yet anchored in our dimension, an expulsion ritual might work, as long as the person performing it makes sure that he integrates the elder sign among the glyphs that make up the ceremonial circle. Be careful, though, because the works that describe the creation of such circles are not all of proven reliability. Extract taken from Malleus Bistarium by Abigail G. Great. Clues. Lots of clues. Lots of clues, okay. We've gone over most of these already. Inventory rise, we've got ourselves a crowbar, we've got an office key, we've got books. Okay, wonderful. So,
Sarah Hawkins' agent was getting worried. Seems she wasn't giving any signs of life.
My very dear Sarah, ever since you left to bury yourself away on that lost island, your art has been attracting increasing numbers of collectors. I beg you to send me some new paintings. The last ones, so somber and strange, moving as no other paintings have been, are selling at a premium price. Your percentage of these most recent sales is attached. Do not forget your friend, who was the first to recognize your genius and display it to the world. Affectionately yours, Maximilian L. Interesting. Nothing in there.
This ledger lists all of the paintings Sarah Hawkins sold.
Painting for Dr. F. Treatment. The Shamblers for SFS Gift. Interesting.
It seems the last one was given for free to a Francis Sanders. I wonder why.
I should probably talk to Dr. Fuller as well.
Despite what happened, they seem to have loved each other.
Charles Hawkins scribbled account. Okay. Yeah.
The door is blocked on the other side.
Well, that, I think, is as good a place to call it for tonight as any. So, thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you all next time. Goodbye.